If you've ever tried 3D animation using Blender or Adobe's Mixamo, you'd know how powerful those tools are. And you'd know that 3D animation is something that people really like watching.
Of Woody and Buzz Lightyear!
Canva recently introduced 3D inside their Magic Media. And most people are saying, this is nothing.
It's nothing.
I don't think it's nothing. I think this is Canva's first real step towards 3D animation. And today I want to explain to you why creators should be paying attention to this. I've been teaching Canva animation for a while now, even way before people took it seriously. When Canva introduced animation as customization, a lot of people didn't take notice of it. And I taught it and it blew up, and a lot of people are managing to create YouTube channels with it, etc., etc. My name is Zanelle if you're meeting me for the very first time, and I'm excited to have you here. I want us to talk a little bit about 3D animation. Honestly, if somebody wants to create 3D animation, I know I ended up with Blender and Adobe Mixamo. I'm sure there's more softwares out there, but Blender has a steep learning curve. And Mixamo, even though they give you characters that you can animate and make move and make dance, you still need to download them and upload them where you can actually use them, which is probably back to Blender. Those animations that you have downloaded from Mixamo, they still need rigs, exports, workflow, 3D access, and it can get to be a lot for somebody who is new. In my opinion, creativity is not the problem.
I am the creative blood!
The problem is time and learning these tools and accessibility. That for me is the problem, especially for African content creators. Most creators don't quit because they lack ideas. They quit because the tools are too heavy or they are a huge learning steep for them. That's why when we look at this new tool that Canva is introducing, it's in line with Canva's philosophy anyway, to get design to everybody. That's why I'm super excited. Let's jump into Magic Media together, and then I show you what this tool can do.
When the sun wakes up,
This was created with 3D using Canva. Now let's look at what Canva actually launched with the 3D. Inside Magic Media, so you'd open up your editors area and you scroll down to Magic Media. Canva introduced character generation. At the same time, while you're on the editor, Canva has introduced 3D objects under your elements. But while we're inside Magic Media, you can type a prompt and Canva generates a 3D model that you can place directly on the canvas. You can rotate it, view it from different angles, and select different camera perspective. This is not 3D animation. There are no walk cycles, no rigs, no skeletons, and no keyframes yet. And that's okay, because that's not what Canva is testing yet. Here's what a lot of people get confused. When you rotate the 3D model on one slide, it moves when you touch it. But that movement is not meant to be exported as animation. That rotation is a preview tool. It's there so you can choose your camera angle, not to animate the character. Think of it like a 3D photo shoot. You select the angle, not recording the spin. Now here's where things get interesting. Canva didn't give us animation, they gave us camera logic. You can place the same 3D character across multiple slides, change the angle slightly on each slide, and sequence them on the timeline. When you do that, you create the illusion of motion. That's actually animation 101, where you have different frames and then you create the illusion of motion, which is animation. This is how early animation systems evolved. Static camera Sequencing, motion, behavior. Canva is not behind. Canva is laying the foundation. This is not Canva failing at 3D. This is Canva testing the groundwork. Blender and Mixamo are built for full 3D production, and you can check them out. Canva is built for creators who want results fast. Canva doesn't need to replace Blender. It's doing what it always does, simplifying, observing usage, and expanding gradually. Just like CapCut didn't replace Premiere Pro, but changed video creation forever, Canva doesn't need to beat Blender to change animation. Here's why this matters if you're a creator. The people who will win when Canva unlocks deeper animation features are not the people waiting. They're the ones already learning motion, thinking, timing, scenes, transition, and storytelling. That's why I focus on Canva animation early on. Every update confirms the same thing. Canva is moving toward motion-first design. I don't believe Canva will become Blender, but I do believe we'll see things like simple walk cycles, AI-assisted character motion, object-based movement, and preset behaviors. Canva is becoming the CapCut of animation, and creators who understand that will be far ahead. If you want to stay ahead of Canva animation, AI design, and the future of created tools, make sure you've subscribed to this channel. I don't wait for trends, dude. I break them down while they are transforming. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've learned something and you had a lot of fun. I will see you with our next video.